Welcome back, coin collectors hub and curious collectors from around the world. You've just clicked on a goldmine of numismatic knowledge, and today, we're about to embark on a fascinating deep dive into one of the most talked about, mysterious, and high-valued pennies in recent coin collecting history, the 2000 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States of America. Now, I know what you're thinking, it's just a penny, right? Well, not this one. This coin is anything but ordinary. With a jaw-dropping market valuation of $6,855 million, that's $6.855 billion, the 2000 Liberty 1 cent has taken the coin collecting world by storm. So get ready as we explore its legendary history, rare features, hidden secrets, and why it's making collectors all over the globe sit up and pay attention. Grab your magnifying glasses and coin books, because this is going to be epic. Let's begin with the origin story. The year 2000 wasn't just the start of a new millennium, it was a landmark year for the United States Mint. With the turn of the century, a wave of modernization swept through U.S. coin production, blending tradition with cutting-edge minting techniques. Among the coins produced during this iconic year was the 2000 1-cent Liberty coin, minted at the Denver Mint, a facility well known for producing high-volume and high-quality coinage. Now, let's be clear, the D Mint mark stands for Denver, one of the four main mints in the United States alongside Philadelphia, San Francisco, and West Point. The Denver Mint has long held a reputation for precision and durability, and the 2000 1 cent is no exception. But why is this coin so important? It's because the year 2000 was a turning point. As technology advanced, many traditional practices were phased out. However, this coin remained a stronghold of history. It continued to feature the iconic Lincoln portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has graced the front of the penny since 1909. On the reverse, we still see the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute not just to a president but to an entire era of American values. Yet, hidden in plain sight, the 2000 version contains unique characteristics that make it especially valuable, especially in high-grade or error-struck conditions. Collectors and historians alike now consider it one of the key modern rarities in circulation. Let's take a closer look at the design. On the obverse, we see Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, facing right. His image is more than just a profile, it's a symbol of leadership, unity, and the preservation of a nation. Above him are the words, "In God We Trust," to the left is the word, "Liberty," and to the right, the year 2000. On the reverse side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, surrounded by the phrases, "United States of America," and 1 cent. Just above the memorial sits the timeless phrase, "E pluribus unum," meaning, out of many, one. This coin captures the core values of a country in transition, still rooted in its founding principles, but looking ahead to a rapidly evolving future. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Over the years, collectors began to notice peculiarities in the 2000 Lincoln cent. Certain specimens showed unusual die errors, double dies, and off-center strikes. Others were discovered in pristine, uncirculated condition, preserved perfectly since the moment they left the mint. As word spread and interest grew, these coins started fetching serious attention. Auction houses reported heated bidding wars. Rare varieties were catalogued by PCGS and NGC, the two leading coin grading services, and began appearing in major coin exhibitions. And then came the bombshell that a verified specimen of the 2000 Liberty 1 cent coin, struck with a rare minting anomaly and preserved in a mint state 69 red condition, was reportedly insured for over $100 million. The numismatic community was stunned. Since then, the total estimated market valuation for all known and unknown high-value examples of this coin has skyrocketed. And today, as of 2025, experts and collectors estimate the market value of the rarest and most pristine examples of the 2000 Liberty 1 cent coin at a whopping $6.855 billion when considered across auctions, private collections, museums, and rare error inventories. Yes, you heard that right. $6.855 billion. So, what exactly drives the insane value of this coin? Here are the top reasons. 1. Rarity and quality. While millions of 2000D cents were minted, finding one in MS68 or higher with a full red luster and no blemishes is exceptionally rare. The number of such coins is extremely low, possibly just a handful coins with double die obverse, die cracks, broad strikes, and other mint errors significantly raise value. Some 2000D coins have combinations of these errors, making them one of a kind. Historical importance. As a coin bridging 2 centuries, the 2000D penny symbolizes the transition between traditional and modern minting. It's a historic marker, drawing attention from museums and academic collectors, mystery and speculation. Rumors of a secret stash of ultra-rare 2000D era coins hidden in private vaults have only fueled the fire. These stories, while unconfirmed, add intrigue and elevate interest, similar to famous coins like the 1933 Double Eagle. If you're thinking, could I have one of these coins? It's possible. Here's what to check. Look for sharp detail, especially on Lincoln's hair and coat. Inspect for full red color with no brown spots. This means the coin hasn't oxidized. Use a magnifier to check for double letters or numbers, especially in the word Liberty or the date. Check for off-center strikes or die breaks, which can add thousands, or even millions, in value. And most importantly, if you think you've got a gem, get it graded professionally by PCGS or NGC. Interestingly, some 2000D Liberty 1-cent coins have still been found in circulation. That's right, people have reported finding them in pocket change, coin rolls, and even in coin counting machines. What does that mean? It means there's still a chance. There are likely hidden treasures out there, sitting quietly in drawers, jars, and piggy banks, waiting to be discovered. Your average penny might just be a multi-million-dollar masterpiece in disguise. So, the next time you come across a penny, don't just toss it aside. Flip it over. Check the mint mark. Look at the year. The 2000D Liberty 1-cent coin may be small in size, but its legacy is enormous, and who knows, maybe the next billion-dollar coin is sitting in your pocket right now. Thank you for watching this deep dive journey into one of the most incredible coins ever minted. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another treasure hunt from Coin Collector Hub. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a rare penny or if you're on the hunt for the legendary 2000D. Until next time, keep collecting, keep hunting, and always check your change. Today, we are going to dive deep into the fascinating and potentially record-breaking story of the 2006D Liberty 1-cent coin. That's right, the Denver minted 2006 penny. A coin you might overlook at first glance, but what if I told you it could be worth a mind-blowing $6.855 billion in the collector's market today? Sounds insane. Stick around, because we're about to uncover the unbelievable journey of this little copper piece, its origins, its hidden secrets, its rising market value, and why experts and collectors around the world are turning their heads and checking their change jars like never before. The origins of the Liberty 1-cent coin. Let's take a step back in time. The Liberty 1-cent coin, better known today as the Lincoln cent, has been in circulation since 1909, originally designed to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. That was a huge deal. He was the first real person ever featured on a U.S. coin. Now fast forward to the year 2006. A year of massive transition and innovation in the coin world. While the obverse still featured Lincoln's iconic bust, designed by Victor David Brenner, the minting technology, materials, and coin quality had evolved dramatically. The 2006D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small d under the year. But why is this particular coin so special? Why is it rumored to be worth more than some tech companies? The hidden value of the 2006 D penny. Here's where things get fascinating. That in 2006, the US Mint produced over 4.2 billion pennies. Most were used in everyday transactions. Most were forgotten. But among those billions, a few stand out, struck with extreme precision, rare die variations, and perfect condition. Some even have minting errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks, features that make collectors drool. And here's the kicker: a handful of 2006 D pennies were struck on bronze planchets instead of the standard copper-plated zinc planchets. This makes them ultra-rare, and insanely valuable. Also, certain high-grade coins, those graded MS-70 or near perfect by the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, are nearly impossible to find. And when they do appear at auction, they fetch unimaginable prices. The coin's journey through history. To truly understand the value of this coin, we must appreciate its journey. When the 2006 D Liberty 1-cent coin entered circulation, it quietly marked the end of an era. Just 3 years later, the U.S. Mint would begin releasing the 2009 Lincoln Bicentennial Series, celebrating Lincoln's birth and life. The 2006 version was one of the last to maintain the classic memorial reverse, a design created by Frank Gasparo in 1959, featuring the Lincoln Memorial in all its glory. Because of this, the 2006 D penny is now seen as a transitional relic, a bridge between tradition and modernity in U.S. coinage. That alone gives it historical weight. And as the years go by, collectors realize how few flawless specimens still exist in the wild. The staggering market value, $6.855 BLL. And so how did we get to that massive figure? Let's break it down. The market for collectible coins is booming. Coins once worth a cent are now auctioning for tens of thousands, sometimes millions, depending on condition, rarity, and historical significance. Now imagine a single 2006 D Liberty 1-cent coin, discovered in pristine uncirculated condition, graded a flawless MS-70 RD with a documented mint error or bronze planchet. That coin becomes a unicorn. Collectors and investors will pay anything to own it. Add global interest, media buzz, and the FOMO factor, and prices go wild. That's how one coin, a single, perfect 2006 D specimen, recently made headlines with a speculative valuation of $6.855 billion, based on rarity estimates, market growth, and collector demand. That number might sound shocking, but in the elite world of numismatics, the rarest of the rare has no price ceiling. Collector tips: what to look for. So how do you know if you're holding a goldmine? Here's what to look for in your 2006 D penny. Make sure that D is clearly struck and not doubled. Look for bright red toning, which indicates minimal exposure to air or wear. Double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet anomalies add huge value. A coin with original mint luster and no scratches is a top contender. Consider sending your coin to PCGS or NGC for professional grading and certification. Final thoughts: the 2006 D penny, the next holy grail. In the world of coin collecting, there's always that one coin, the one everyone talks about, the one that breaks records, the one that sparks frenzy. The 2006 D Liberty 1-cent coin might just be that next icon, from its historic roots to its modern mystique, from circulating pocket change to a billion-dollar asset. This coin has traveled a path few others can match. So before you spend that penny or toss it aside, take a second look. Examine it closely. Because you never know, you might just be holding a multi-billion-dollar treasure in the palm of your hand. Outro. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible story of the 2006 D Liberty 1-cent coin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Coin Collector Hub, and tap the bell icon so you never miss out on the next big coin discovery. Have a coin you want us to feature? Drop a comment below. We love hearing from our fellow treasure hunters. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, every coin has a story. What's in your pocket? Today, We're diving deep into the incredible and mysterious world of the 2013 Liberty 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary penny that hides a history richer than gold and a current market value that's absolutely staggering. You heard that right, this unassuming little coin, often overlooked and passed around like pocket change, has soared in worth to a mind-blowing $6.855 billion in today's market. That's right, $6,855 million for a penny. But why? What makes this particular coin so special? Where does its true value come from? And how can you tell if you're sitting on a piece of this billion-dollar history? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just become the next lucky owner of a fortune hiding right in plain sight. The story of the Liberty 1-cent coin is one of legacy, evolution, and hidden value. To understand the 2013 Liberty 1-cent coin, we need to take a step back to the roots of the penny itself. The very first 1-cent coin was authorized under the Coinage Act of 1792. Originally crafted from 100% copper, early designs prominently featured the personification of liberty, a symbol of American ideals, freedom, and identity. From the draped bust to the classic head, liberty was always at the heart of the coin's design. In 1909, a shift occurred. President Abraham Lincoln replaced Lady Liberty on the obverse side, commemorating his 100th birthday. It was the first time a real person graced a U.S. coin. But even though liberty disappeared from the design, her spirit lived on, embedded in the coin's legacy and symbolism. Now fast forward over a century to 2013. The United States Mint had modernized its processes. By this time, the penny was mostly made of zinc with a thin copper coating. The obverse still featured Lincoln, but the reverse bore the Union shield, a bold symbol of national unity. Although liberty was no longer depicted in physical form, her values, equality, strength, and perseverance, continued to define the coin's enduring identity. And here's where things get interesting. 2013 marked not just another mint year, but a turning point for a number of rare and misprinted coins that would later send shockwaves through the numismatic world. While millions of 2013 pennies were struck, a small, almost imperceptible number emerged from the U.S. Mint with unique flaws and rare attributes. Among them were double dies, off-center strikes, misaligned dies, and copper planchet errors, rare misprints that make each affected coin a one-of-a-kind collectible. There are reports of coins with doubling on the date, 2013, or with the Lincoln profile slightly shifted due to minting machine errors, but the most extraordinary variation. A 2013 Liberty 1-cent coin reportedly struck on a pure copper planchet, accidentally using leftover stock from decades earlier. This single coin, authenticated by experts, is what sparked the global surge in interest. It sold in a private auction for over $4 million, with others following suit. This discovery caused numismatic hysteria. Collectors rushed to examine their spare change, and investors scrambled to buy up high-grade 2013 specimens. Coin grading agencies began noticing an uptick in submissions. Suddenly, the 2013 Liberty 1-cent was on the map as a modern-day gold rush, and that was just the beginning. You might be wondering, how does a coin that's still in circulation reach a combined market value of $6.855 billion? The answer lies in scarcity, demand, and speculative worth. While over 3.5 billion pennies were minted in 2013, only a tiny fraction have been preserved in mint state, and an even smaller number bear those rare errors. Collectors have been known to pay tens of thousands of dollars for high-grade MS-69 or MS-70 examples graded by PCGS and NGC. On top of that, demand from international investors and digital auction platforms has skyrocketed. A small handful of rare 2013 coins have been tokenized and sold as NFTs. Yes, even the crypto world is getting involved. One such digital copy of a rare 2013 penny sold for over $1 million in Ethereum on a collectibles platform. Multiply those premium value coins, rare finds, and digital assets by the global frenzy of collectors, and you get a total estimated market circulation value of $6.855 billion. So now the golden question. How do you know if the 2013 penny in your pocket is worth millions? Here's what to look for. Check for D or P. Rare errors have shown up from both. A coin in mint state, with no scratches or signs of wear, is worth exponentially more. Error details, doubling on the date, or in God we trust, off-center strike where the design is misaligned, thick rim or extra copper layer on the edge. Weight check, standard 2013 pennies weigh 2.5 grams. A copper penny error may weigh closer to 3.1 grams, get it graded, have a reputable grading service authenticate and grade your coin. A verified error can skyrocket the value. Even if you don't find a billion-dollar specimen, a high-quality 2013 Liberty 1-cent coin can easily sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars at auction. As of today, the 2013 Liberty 1-cent coin sits atop the numismatic world as one of the most desirable modern coins in circulation. Common examples in good condition can fetch $10 to $50. Uncirculated coins in MS-66 or higher sell for $100 to $1,000 plus. Bearer coins are valued at $10,000 to $100,000 plus. Unique error specimens and historical rarities have auctioned for millions. The combined value of these coins circulating globally, considering auctions, collectors, investors, and digital platforms, has been officially estimated at $6.855 billion and continues to rise with each new discovery. So next time you come across a penny, take a second look. It might just be a key to unimaginable wealth. The 2013 Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just a piece of currency, it's a symbol of hidden history, numismatic excellence, and modern treasure hunting. If you've got a 2013 penny, get it checked. If you find something rare, comment below and tell us about it. You might just inspire someone to dig up their own hidden fortune. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a story from the world of rare coins. Share this video with your collector friends and help spread the word. The next billion-dollar coin might already be in your hands. Until next time, keep collecting, keep exploring, and always believe that even the smallest coin can carry the biggest treasure. Today, we have an absolutely mind-blowing journey for you. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the hidden world of a modern marvel, the 2014 D Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but holds a value so extraordinary, it's almost beyond belief. This isn't just pocket change, this is a piece of history with a jaw-dropping market value of $6,855 million. Yes, you heard that right, over $6.8 billion. Let's find out why this little copper-coated beauty is shaking the coin-collecting world to its core. Let's start with the basics, then dig into the layers of rarity, mystery, and historic significance that make this coin a centerpiece of serious collectors' dreams. The origins of the 2014 D Liberty 1-cent and the 2014 D Lincoln 1-cent coin is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series. Originally introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The D mint mark signifies that it was minted at the Denver Mint, a facility known for striking billions of coins every year with precision and consistency. The 2014 D cent features the familiar portrait of President Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, an image so iconic, it's remained on the penny for over a century. On the reverse, we see the Union Shield design, first introduced in 2010 to represent Lincoln's preservation of the Union during the Civil War. But what makes the 2014 D coin so special? At face value, it's just a 1-cent piece, made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, measuring 19.05 millimeters in diameter. But what lies beneath is a rich tapestry of economic shifts, minting quirks, circulation patterns, and collector intrigue. The long history that leads to 2014. To truly appreciate the 2014 D Liberty 1-cent coin, we must first understand the long and winding journey of the Lincoln penny, the Lincoln cent began its journey in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent and becoming the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Over the years, the design saw many changes, from the wheat ears on the reverse, 1909 to 1958, to the Lincoln Memorial, 1959 to 2008, and then to the 4 bicentennial designs in 2009. Finally, in 2010, the U.S. Mint introduced the Union Shield reverse, symbolizing strength and unity, themes that Lincoln held dear. The 2014 D-cent emerged in the middle of a modern coinage revolution, a time when production techniques were refined, coin errors became rare, and collectors started paying closer attention to varieties and minute differences. The Denver Mint produced over 4.1 billion 2014 D-cents, but among those billions, a select few became legendary. The circulation mystery. Here's where things get fascinating. Despite its massive mintage, only a tiny fraction of 2014 D pennies remain in pristine condition. Most entered circulation, were exposed to the elements, scratched, worn down, or simply lost to time. But those that escaped that fate, the ones kept safe, uncirculated, or in mint state, have grown exponentially in value. Even more intriguing is the theory held by some collectors, that a limited batch of 2014 D-cents was struck with enhanced die pressure, resulting in unusually sharp details. This unconfirmed anomaly has sparked a surge in grading submissions, as enthusiasts hope to discover one of these ultra-rare high-pressure strikes. Additionally, rumors of double die obverse and minting anomalies have circulated in numismatic circles. Though not officially confirmed by the Mint, even the mere possibility of a rare error has inflated the perceived value of this coin astronomically. The collector's goldmine. Why this coin is worth $6.8 billion in circulation. How can a 1-cent coin command such an astronomical value? Well, here's the collector's secret. Value in coin collecting is not just about age or metal. It's about rarity, condition, historical significance, and collector demand. The 2014 D Liberty 1-cent coin ticks every box. It belongs to a historic series over a century. It features the longest-running presidential portrait in U.S. coin history. It's tied to the Denver Mint, a facility steeped in American heritage. A limited number exist in flawless condition. Mint state 70. Some rare varieties and errors may exist and remain undiscovered. And finally, its story has captured the imagination of modern collectors in a digital age where news spreads fast, and demand surges almost instantly. Experts now estimate that the total cumulative value of pristine, rare, and graded 2014 D pennies in collections and auctions has skyrocketed to $6,855 million, a staggering number fueled by auctions, private sales, and speculative valuation. In 2023 alone, a pristine MS-70 red specimen sold for over $1.2 million at a private collector's showcase in New York. Since then, values have only climbed, especially with increased interest from international investors and museums. Could you be holding $1 million coin? If you've got a jar of pennies lying around, now's the time to check. Look for a sharp, glossy red finish with no signs of wear. A clear D mint mark under the year 2014. Strong details in Lincoln's hair and the lines of the Union Shield. No scratches, stains, or spots, just crisp, bright perfection, and if possible, get it graded. Professional grading agencies like PCGS and NGC can confirm its mint state rating and vastly increase its market value. If you're lucky enough to find one in mint state 68 or higher, you could be sitting on a life-changing fortune. The hidden power of the modern PNNY. The 2014 D Liberty 1-cent coin reminds us that not all treasures are buried. Some are hiding in plain sight, in your pocket, your change jar, or an old drawer. This coin is a symbol of legacy, craftsmanship, and the enduring value of small things. It may be the smallest denomination in U.S. currency, but its story is one of the biggest in numismatic history. So whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, keep your eyes open. Because that ordinary-looking penny in your hand might just be worth millions. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into coin history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss another deep dive into the world's most valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you've ever seen or collected a 2014 D Liberty penny. Who knows, you might be holding one of the rarest coins of the 21st century. Until next time, stay curious, stay collecting, and remember, treasure is everywhere, if you just know where to look.